What about you? Why are you lonely? Loneliness is, ironically, one of the most common human experiences. We've all been there, and these days it seems like most of us live in that feeling. For me, among other things, it's my brothers from the Marine Corps. I haven't seen any of them since I left boot camp, and it's not exactly what you would call a replaceable bond. I've found my people, don't get me wrong, it's just not the same. For some reason, this all still gets lumped together with PTSD, and for newcomers here, I was medically discharged out of boot camp from the Marines, so needless to say, I most definitely do not have PTSD. So now I feel guilty even just saying that I'm lonely for my brothers there, as if I'm, claiming this disorder for myself that I clearly don't have. So why does it feel like I do? I got back home from boot camp just before Thanksgiving, and when Christmas finally rolled around, my mom bought me this book, Tribe by Sabastian Junger. It explores the importance of human connection and the general lack of community in modern society. I'm not here to do a book review. You can find a much better version of that on your own, and you should, because honestly this is one of the best books I've ever read. But in his research and experiences in militaries around the world, Junger found that the most fundamental cause of loneliness, not just in veterans, but in anyone who experiences true hardship, is failure to reconcile their newfound values of camaraderie, selflessness, loyalty, and community with modern society. Look around you. No, really, look out the window, or even just around the room. Society is ever scaling, and the effects of this reach everywhere. Tight-knit communities have all but vanished in favor of bigger is better, and fair enough. We should be proud of what we've built. Nevertheless, veterans are returning home to find that they were never fighting for their country, half of which hates them and the other half just pretends to care about them for social points, but that they were in fact fighting for their unit and for their brotherhood. So the challenge becomes finding that same community in a world as massive and disconnected as this. I'll explain this more, but first I want to explain why you don't have any money. I will only take 30 seconds. I'm on record saying I don't like resumes. To make it easier to hide behind a screen and avoid first impressions and deeper connections. That said, they exist and they work. So why does yours still suck ass? Don't lie to me, we both know it does. That's if you even have one. And trust me, you do not have time to learn how to craft a good resume on your own. I've tried. Luckily for us, BruteZag exists and makes all of this just about as easy as it gets. Use my link in the description to get started on the perfect resume for your life goals, not someone else's. Partisan aggression, Wall Street fraud, school shootings, even littering, they all speak to a broader lack of belonging, as if what happens to one's own people in one's own community has no effect on oneself. This is a very literal question. Please take it literally. Would your friends die for you? Would your neighbors feed you? Would your colleagues go to war beside you? Do you share a cause with the people around you bigger than yourselves? Do you face hardship together? I'm guessing not. Disaster brings people together like nothing else, but the last thing we want as a nation is another war and another tragedy. So what can we do? Well, it's a lot simpler than you would think. Be willing to die for your friends. Feed your neighbors. Be willing to go to war beside the people you work with. Fight for a cause greater than your own needs and desires, and face hardship together with the people around you. Every member of every community is the center of their community. Inspire the loyalty, the camaraderie, and the support that is so lacking in modern society. Build your community. Find your people. Fight for your own. Fight for your tribe.
Just let it go. But what if you should really be with me? I wonder what the hell you didn't see. But honestly, I can't remember if I loved you, but it feels like I did